What's up, everyone? Oh, goddamn, already we're going to start this way. What's happening, everyone? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. Welcome to my show, Morning Wood, where we talk all things sports, basketball, hockey, football, Russian table tennis, darts. We're like that. That's how we get down here on the Morning Wood Show. So welcome, everyone. As you're cruising in, hit that like button for me. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. It was a rough one. So I graded all the HC picks. For anyone who's new to the show, Morning Wood is a lot about contests, right? I set up contests so you, my viewers, can compete to see who's better. And so we can all learn something about betting on sports and how we can get better doing it. Also, if you're new to the show, I'm almost never ready by the time I hit this button. So you get to watch me put on lip gloss like almost every day and screw with my hair. I am sponsored by Teasers Sportsbook, home of a risk-free first bet up to $1,250. Win or lose, they drop that money back into your account along with 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits. So I got this graded, but okay, the cat now. Come on. All right. Everyone's in their place. I got this graded, but my board is like I need to wash the entire board off at this point. So it's like I didn't want to get too involved because I might lose you guys. But here we go. This is who is still remaining in the last Woody standing contest. I did get, like I said, the HC picks are up on the board on the Morning Wood Facebook page. So definitely check those out. And let's get this party started. Yesterday on my college basketball, I was 4-5. And my NBA, I was 0-1. But my HC, I went 1-1. So that was that. I saw, Joan. I looked. But we still want your picks. Come back every day, Joan. We want the Korean basketball and the Chinese basketball picks, Joan, okay? I have people text me, top shelf picks, text me about them. Donald Wallace is right here, and he's going to go. See all this crap right here. Yeah, 4-5. But that Texas Tech, if you had that in a tease, that cash, that Air Force would have cashed in a tease. Miami, Ohio cashed in a tease. So Wizards cashed in a tease. I told you a lot of times these picks are better in a tease because of the way that I'm coming up with them. But I think I've got like another week or so on what I'm doing, and then I'm going to update the way that I'm doing it. Okay, so because we've always got to be updating our systems, right? Nets -4 for D-Wall. All right. What's up, Captain Brian? I don't know what to do about it. I also, I wanted to give you the win for the Bills pick, but then everyone else, I kind of felt like it was not fair because everyone had to get, no one got a chance to get a win. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to give you a win when no one else got a chance to get a win. I'm confused with you, Captain Brian, but I know you're cool and you're laid back. Just tell me what you want me to do and find your picks. I know they've got to be out there. I feel you, Jonah. OKC scores the most points in years. I had their best player scoring. I know. I saw that. You had SGA, Shea Gregorius Alexander, and he had some COVID illness. But you're still in, Brian, because it counts as a push. If your guy doesn't play, you're got to push. So you're still in, hun. Chris Paul over 15.5 for my silky one. All right. Chris Paul over 15.5 points. I promise I'll get this cleaned up for you all. And then I did end up finding all three. So Kim, I told you guys yesterday, 3 of my parlays never gave me picks. Kim McGee did tell me a while ago that whenever she puts a pick in, that it just goes for both picks. But I had to tell her, I'm like, you need to remind me of that every time. But she did say that, so I let her stay in. And she's still in with Cole and Korma for last week's last Woody. Lip gloss and Aquanet, baby. That's how I roll. I'm on this is day 3 of no drinking. So there's that too. So did the Buffalo game? No, it just went down as a push for everybody. It was just a push. So I didn't know any other way to do it. It was Lenny's idea, and he usually has good ideas. So I just went with it. I know you're still in. So I just went with his. All right. Terry is going wild. Hi, Tateness. Well, thank you. I got to get off my hat. My mother's like, when are you going to stop dressing like a 12-year-old boy or an 80-year-old man? I'm like, this is how I'm comfortable. I don't know what to say. What am I supposed to dress like? I don't even know, like what else I would wear. What do people wear? I guess maybe should tap into some old Chelsea Messenger videos. Facebook does that all the time. I have to post something 3 times before stupid tech. Sometimes what happens is if you post it and then you jump off the page real quick, it won't do it. Yeah, you're still in. You're still in. Yeah, it like if you unload, like it happens to me when I take pictures of the board at the end of the day and then I'll go to upload them. And then the next day I'll pop on to look at your scores and it'll be like, we're still uploading. I'm like, well, frick good does that do anybody now? You don't see your name on the board. Oh, it's for people that can actually cash picks. Yeah, that's how this works, Tate. Okay, you have to actually cash your pick to stay on the board, which was the right way to go with the push. I agree. Because how else are we going to do it? You know, how else can we do it? So there's that. Okay, so we're going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to go through my NBA picks for you. And we'll see, and my college ball picks for you too. We'll see if I can't. I'm on a little bit of a lose streak right now. I mean, not my overall, I recalced. I'm 55-39, college ball 33-22, NBA 22-16. Remember when my NBA was 11-3? I miss those days. What happened to those freaking days, huh? One thing I have not looked at in the 2 days that I typically do is the actual amount of money. I'm looking at where the money is going the last 2 days, but I'm not looking at the actual amount of it. And I've brought up to you guys before that kind of is a big deal. So like a lot of the NBA games right now, we've got 12,000, the Heat game only has $5,000 on it. So those aren't the games that I care about as much. I want to look at the Suns Cavs has 41,000 on it. Pacers Sixers 76,000. It also says that we should take the Pacers +7. I get pink. I like pink. That's my color. Okay. Allie's shiz. That's what it is right now, is shiz. Pacers +7. Anyone who doesn't know what I'm doing, this is a little line movement exercise that we've been working on for a few weeks here. See, Thunder. Looks like it's the play, right? Magic from a -3 to a -2. Looks like it's the Thunder. There's 93% of the money is on the Magic, and they moved that number down, but only $1,600 has been bet. So for the record, I would say the Thunder are your play, but there's not enough money quite on it for me to feel solid with that, right? 23,000, 89% of it's on the Nets, the -5 to a -4.5. So I'm going to take the Bulls +4.5. Kind of got to re-talk myself through this. Does that ever happen to y'all? You kind of like get into a system and then you start to let parts of it fall off. You're like, oh, I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm not doing this anymore. Blazers went from a +1 to a -1, which would tell me Blazers, but I only write plus numbers on my board. They're a favorite now. It looks like the Rockets, guys, +7 against the Pelicans at the Pelicans. $12,000 on that. I might let that one just slide and say that for the record. I got 3 more and I'll come back to you. Kings are staying the same. The Heat went from a -3 to a -7. All the money, 99% of $5,000 is on the Heat. So I might look for some Laker injuries or sits or things like that. And then Warriors went from a -7.5 to a -6.5. Half the money is on the Pistons. It would suggest Pistons +6.5. That's our late night game, though. 22,000. Ugh, I hate it when I have to write the Pistons on my board. +6.5. All right, so that's your NBA. I'm going to come back to you guys. Let's see what's up with the get down. What's up with the get down? Heat and Canes is what you're digging on. I think I have the other side of one of those. If you guys didn't take the Buffalo Sabres last night, I don't know why not. It was Tim Earle had a Buffalo parlay with the Buffalo Bulls, the college basketball team, and the Sabres. I mean, after everything that happened to DeMar Hamlin, it was kind of that was a motivational situational play. I cashed them at +140, the Sabres. I didn't get on the Bills or the Bulls because I was kind of on. I had Miami, Ohio, or I had Ohio, I think +2 or something. I don't know. It didn't cover. AB, I got you in here still. ALAVES, draw no bet. AL. Let me move you up here, AB. So the rest of the world sees what you're up to. It's gnarly right now, guys. It's gnarly. I think my next thing I need to quit after beer is coffee because, like, without the hangover to balance out the caffeine, it gets pretty hype over here. So, you know, there's that. Today's going to be a tough day for me. Wednesday is typically a drinking day for me. What the? Suck my butt. Okay. Wednesday's typically a drinking day for me. So we'll see how this goes. This draw no bet. All right. Geez Louise, we got there, AB. We got there. Teaser of the day. You're going to go Iowa State. Okay. We'll do a tape tease. Iowa State +8, Fordham +7.5, and Illy +2.5, Michigan over 135. 5.5, Illinois +2.5, you say? 2.5, you say? All right, you're in, baby. You like Charleston and NC Charleston over 151.5. You're not in though, right? Did you fall out, my love? God, look how bad this is. I need like a makeup wash. I need to get like a window washing guy to come in. All right. Thunder got it freaking dunder last night, didn't they? I'll just put a little. I can't, Alan. I need more than one pick. Otherwise, it just makes me think you're still in the contest. Brian Ann's going to go Clay under 25.5 points. You fading his big performance the other night? 25.5p. I don't hate it. Don't get me wrong. 132, which is fine. I get it. I'm just down 4 in the win column. I know. You'll keep picking. It's a free contest. That's just it. And it's not like you didn't come back. You won the losers bracket and you finished with a positive record. So it's not like, it's only day 3. Remember, we go 10 days before we cut. So you guys still have 7 days of picks before we cut. Slaughter would be the Warriors. I hate Detroit, the city, not the Lenny, but nervous there. Also think the Warriors are in a rout. Well, he's taking Clay under in points. I mean, there's probably more to that. But yeah, Warriors would be your Slaughter game here. But again, not enough real money on it. I mean, it's a full point line move from 7.5 to 6.5. It's a full point move. Anyway, for last week, you're going to go Wild under 6.5. Okay. Captain Brian. It's like all the markers decided to just be dicks today. Okay, under 6.5. Okay, so let me get through my college ball. If you guys have any questions about games, throw them at me now. Because once I get through this, we're going to say au revoir. Also, I talked to Craig. We might have some new last Woody standing rules coming up on deck. So stay tuned for all of that. Okay. It looks like it's College of Charleston. It's weird. Auburn, Georgia. It opened at Auburn -7 and went up to 7.5. 16,000's bet on it, but 62% of the money is on Georgia. Am I on hot damn? Okay, no, I'm not. Like, am I on football? Every time I see the word Georgia, I just think football. They're playing TCU. Not yet. It's fine, Allie. But 62% of the money is on Georgia plus that 7.5. So do with that what you will. The lines, it's not exactly what I'm looking for, but it's not exactly what I'm not looking for either, Okay, Nova. It looks like Nova, 7.5 to a 9.5, but 57% of that money is on Georgetown plus the 9.5 now. 100% of the money is on St. Joe's against Dayton. The minus 14.5 goes to a 14. So I would say St. Joe's, but just not enough money for me to read it on my board yet. Although I kind of want to. That's a lot of money. Or a lot of percentage, I should say. Looks like it's Western Carolina. There's not a ton of money out yet. Okay, you know what? 3, that's 4,000. Davidson's 4,000. I would say Georgia Tech for me. Plus 6.5. Is what that would say to me. That stupid, so you're still thinking of me. That song is stuck in my head. Magic on the money line for Mr. D. Okay. Magic. All right, you got it. Sabres for the cup. Rhode Island on the money line for you, Timothy. Gotcha. Ford Hammy and Rhode Island. I've been looking at this crazy line for about 3 hours. All right, let me look for you. Well, Tim Earle says Rhode Island. Apparently you say Fordham. $4,440 have been bet on Fordham at Rhode Island. 60% of the money is on Rhode Island. A -2 goes to a -2.5. So that moves the correct way and would say Rhode Island is the play. Richmond, it looks like it's only $281 have been bet. But in that $281, 78% of it's on Richmond, and the Richmond line went from a 9 to an 8.5. So there's that. So that's going a funny way. It looks like it could be Elon, Texas A&M. A&M plus 6, I think. All right. That's what I'm going to say about that. Iowa State plus 3. Because we've got a -3.5 to a 3. There's 12,000 bet on this game. 59% is on Oklahoma. The line went the wrong way. Also, that 127 moved to a 125, and now the 76% is on the over. That might suggest underish. 12 to 3 to 3. It's like it's UMass plus 3. Still not a ton of action there, though. Arkansas is staying the same. 19,000 on UConn and Prov. 91% on Prov. The 5 goes down, 5.5 goes down to a 5. So it would say Providence is your play. I don't like how much money is on Providence, but for the purposes of this exercise, Prov plus 5. I don't like this because I did a free pick video with UConn and Providence yesterday. And here's the deal. UConn's coming off their first loss. And it was like a game that Nick Parsons broke this down. It's a game that they could have won. They played Xavier, and he was feeling like UConn's probably in a real bounce backy spot. I don't like going against Providence, but I don't like going against motivation either. So there's that. Here, Wesley, I don't know why you keep telling me. I don't know what to do. I only have so much spot. Wesley Hence likes Heat and Cavs. No, Canes. Hurrah. Okay. Hi, Jason. How are you? Okay. Isaiah Stewart, under 7.5 rebounds. There's a marker who woke up wanting to do his job today. Awesome. Under 7.5 rebounds. Bam. Got you. EJ, my DJ. Good luck to everyone still in this week's and last week's. Yes, good luck to all. What's up? Yo, yo, yo. No, you did not win your darts play. It did not happen. I'm sorry. 35 people are watching and there's only 12 likes. Guys, this is my job. Come on. I don't go to your job and not do what I'm supposed to do there. If you're a server, I'm going to your job and I'm tipping you. Okay. If you wash my car, I'm tipping you. If you freaking tell me I'm pretty, I'll tip you, for crying out loud. So tip me by hitting that like button. And tip me over and pour me out. Yeah, I know you were never. That's right. I remember that because you had almost forgot last week. You like snuck it in right at the bottom. I was like, you're getting close there, Mr. Miles. Stars and Reg for Terry. Stars and Reg. They knocked a couple people out last night. They knocked old Lenny out. I know that. You're like a Missouri on the money line to pull the upset on Arkansas. Okay, let's look at that money again. 67, 100% is on the over 154. And that came down from 156 to 154. There's 100% of money on the over. 7.5 is staying at 7.5, but 67% of the money is on Missouri. So the line's not moving. I would take 7.5. Oh, my Lindenwood's playing today. They're playing Arkansas Little Rock, but I would take Lindenwood plus 7 points. Because you know I love them. All right. B-Money's last Woody. Yes. I text Lenny last night. Remember, his son's name is B-Money. And B-Money's still in it, baby. I was like, tell B-Money he better give me a pick or he's falling off this board. He picked the Sabres. Under 6.5 in the Wild. Okay. Wild under 6.5. I might have to make you guys a spreadsheet just so I can wash off the board and then write all these picks back down on it. Here's a tip. Don't root for Detroit sports teams or the Spartans. Oh, hey, hey, Lenny. Hi. No big whoop. Minnesota money line in the NHL from Mr. Alexander. So a lot of us are on the Wild and the Wild under. Wild and Wild under is what's happening. UConn Prov is a stay away. That's why I took it off the board. It looks like a Prov play, but I think it's a UConn play. UConn in a bounce back spot, and Prov usually plays great at home. Exactly. And this is in conference. We're talking Big East, Providence, the champs of the Big East. So it's one of those things. I don't need to get involved, but it'll be a great in-play game. If you can get either one of those in double digits in play, take them. Just take them. Although I took Texas plus 10.5 last night, and I did not cash that. But I was already on the other side because I told you guys to take it. So, because it was plus money, it was okay, man. It worked out. So all the money is on the over. Would the under be the play yet? So I've told you guys before, totals are not my best thing to do with this system yet. Mainly because it's not my main focus. To me, if 100%, if a number starts at a 156, and then it moves to a 154, but 100% of that money is on the over, then why'd they move it down? You know what I mean? Like, were people slamming the under so hard that they moved it 2 down? Not with 100% of the money on the over. So these are, like, I'm still kind of trying to work this out, how my brain computes it. I guess if any of you can help me out, go right ahead. So when the number moves against the money compared to when the number moves with the money. Same with Connecticut Providence. A 143 goes down to a 142, but 100% of money is on the over, right? Whereas with Clemson and Virginia Tech, you have a 139 that moves down to a 137.5, but 86% of the money is on the under. So that line is moving with the money, right? People are betting the under, so we're making the number smaller, so it's hard to cash an under. So when it goes the other way, I would think go the other way. If 100 is on the over and the line's moving down, people, yes, are betting on over this new number, but no one was betting it over the 146 in the first place to move it up for 56. So that's the way my brain understands this to work. I need one from you. Your new Woody lost, but you're in both. You're still in both, Korma. You'll take Wild for your new one. Okay. You're still in both. Yeah. Wild. Sorry. I got to clean this board up. I'm sorry. You like Rhode Island because the line is poop, poop, poop. Rhode Island is 4-9, and they are favorite at a 12 and 2 Fordham. So there you go. Are they on my board? I'm not going to put them there because that's your pick. I don't want to steal your pick, but I do like it. That's the kind of stuff you guys should be looking for, though. Also, Drake money line. Let's see what they're doing. Here they are right here. It's only $3,000 has been bet on it, but of that $3,000, 64% is on Drake. So people are taking, I think at a pick'em, it was a pick'em, now it's a -1. This is kind of a trickier one too, because now at a pick'em, they moved Southern Illinois to -1, which means the money was there. But is that because now Drake is a +1 that it's at a 64? Typically when I do this, I want more points. You know, like if I'm betting on a pick'em game, that's not the way I want to go, you know. But the line would say that Southern Illinois is your play. But everyone's on Drake now, which kind of tells you again, Southern Illinois is your play. Cruz and Chris, in terms of Vegas moving that line, it's because they want you to take the under, meaning it's probably going to go over it. Yeah. No, I get why they move it. I just don't get why they move it the wrong way. Yeah, it's Vegas hedging. That's how that works. Thank you. No, I get that part of it. I get that. I'm just not, it's a lot. It's a lot. I get it when it makes sense. When it doesn't make sense, sometimes it goes the way I think it will, and sometimes it won't. So I can't give you like a for sure answer on it because it switches for me. Robert Dixon, BJ Dixon, Butler over 21 and a hook. $21.5. Just the points, ma'am. Didn't Velgo have Sheffield United first half draw no bet Monday, which lost? Yes, he did, but I thought on the thing that he posted that it was a draw. So did that not happen then? Because he gave me a pick yesterday. Okay, I'll erase him. Yeah. Sometimes I trust you guys to grade your own stuff, and then I feel like a ding dong when things like this happen. And I'm like, oh, so I can't trust you to do things? That's what you're saying? So yeah, first half was not a draw no bet. They were down 1-0. Okay, thank you, AB. And this is why I love you guys. Because you self-moderate, and that's important. You looked at Drake, but just couldn't get there. Higgs is on Drake. You're leaning Southern Illinois. It's just too close to call. I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't care when it's a pick'em game like that. Like I don't need to figure out who wins or loses by 1. You know what I mean? That's like a tough cap for me, unless I'm doing my numbers the way I do my numbers. Where's the money in College of Charleston? Rewind, Bill. We went through this. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. So this is only about 10 grand has been bet on this game so far. 64% of that money is on College of Charleston, and that line moved accordingly from a -10.5 to a -11.5. So they moved it up a full point with 64% of the money on there. It's also on the over. 84% is on the over, and they moved that line up too from 149 to 151. So that makes sense. So it would look like College of Charleston and the over are the ways that the lines are going. It doesn't mean it's the answer, but it's the way the lines are going. I like it when the money doesn't make sense. Remember, that's what I'm looking for, is when the money doesn't make sense. Napoli, Inter, over 2.5. Easy money. Where are you? Easy. Didn't you fall out? I remember you had, I swear you fell out. AB had Levante. Michael had, Jim Bob had Olympicakis. Where are you in? Foxy? I don't remember. Here, AB needs to go away. Easy, I feel like you fell out. I'll double check you. Easy Moolah. Or is this, you didn't put last Woody standing here. This is just your pick? Napoli over 2.5. Because that's cool too. I realize now you didn't put last Woody in it. I just went through that. Charleston. It's going on Charleston and the over. Duke tonight? Of course. Duke, baby. Duke, baby. Let's see where the money's at. On ye old Blue Devils. Looks like Colorado State over Nevada. I'm not into betting against Nevada right now. Anytime I do, they F me up. Same with, what's my other one? Every time I bet on them, it's no good for me. The Pistons. The effing Pistons. I don't see Duke. Mm-mm. The old search. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Duke NC State opens at -3. Duke now is a -4.5. 59% of the money is on NC State. And 100% of the cash is on the over. And it's staying at a 141.5. So a lot of people are taking NC State plus the 4.5, and they're not bringing the Duke number down. But I like Duke. Why don't they mind giving NC State more points, right? If all the money's over there and they're just giving them more points, why don't they mind doing that? And they're the home team. I'd go with Duke on that one, but I might tease it down. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Bill. Well, not just following the sharp money, just following the weird money. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. All right. NCAA plus 11.5. Boom. Get it. Boom. Get it. NCAA plus 11.5. Get it. Get it. Get it. You're going to go Mizzou plus the 7.5 and Vatek minus 6.5. All right. I don't even. Mr. Q 6-0. Leader of the HC right now is Mr. Q himself. ¿Qué pasó, Ramon Quiñones? Who do you like today? All right. Real quick, I'm going to pull this up. If you guys have any more questions, throw them in. But I'm going to pull up the HC results so you guys can all see where you're at right now, and then I'll cruise. I'm going to do a primetime prop drop with the one, the only Mr. Scott Reichel right after this. He was busy doing a podcast right now, so he's already got stuff out for you guys to look. Looky, I got hooky. Share it, baby. Okay, so here we go. After 3 days is where we're at. Mr. Q is 6-0. Tony Plus and Sean Austin, 501, like the jeans. Chris Scott, Cole, D-Talk, Robert Franklin, Velco, 5-1. Jason Marco, 4-1-1. Alan Miles, TS, D-Mole, Eddie E, Henny Dan, Jeff Bradley, Payam, Rickett, Rodney Molina, Tate the Great, and Troy are all, that's T-Money is Troy, are all 4-2. Silky, 3-1-2. Marie, 3-2-1. Al White, Bob, Chris Glisson, David Allen, Gregory Jones, Julie Carley, and me, the Plus Money Honey. We're all at 3-3. And then everyone else needs to catch up, Mustard, because you're at the bottom of the barrel. Remember, after 10 days, we are going to make a cut. If you're not at least even or better, you're out. But there is a loser's bracket that you can totally stay in. So excellent work, Mr. Q. Keep it up, baby. Tease them, please them, squeeze them. That's what I always say. Some man after my own heart. Stop. Touch me, tease me. Something. There's another song that does that. Sorry, you made a mistake because I understand. So everyone go, okay, no problem, Velco. Okay. Sometimes that happens too. A lot of times we have so much action that we forget what we did. So it happens. No problem, Velco. All right, guys, that just about does it. I'm going to pull you in so everyone can take a screenshot of the board. If you haven't hit my like button yet, freaking do it, you dickhole. What have you been up to for the last, 36 minutes? 34 minutes you had to hit the like button. Hit it. Crying out loud. I showed up today. You show up. Hit the button. All right, I'm going to pull you guys in for anyone new. I do this so you can take a screenshot, a picture of the board, so you can utilize all picks later. Whoop. There we go. And then I'm going to take photographs of this and put them up on the Woody page also, okay? So everyone take your picture. In 3, 2, 1. Try it like this. 3, 2, 1. And I'll do it a little brighter for you. 3, 2, 1. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. All right. Also, I need one of you to be appointed as my tag person for every show every day, okay? Because when I go back to rewatch the shows and make sure that I got everything right, I often have a tag hanging out of the back of my hoodie, and it's all that I can freaking look at and focus on. So one of you needs to be on top of my tag game, okay? Thank you. All right, guys. Love you long time. Don't forget, check out the Power Hour on at 3 p.m. Eastern with Hannah Mears. Game time decision. I'm sure Lenny's already got his parlay party out there for you. So check out Lenny's parlay party. Adios, Pedro Mas. Thank you so much for being my grader in the HC. You guys all have an awesome day today. These are mine. Pacers, Bulls, Pistons. Remember, my picks work better in teasers, and it's still early in the day, so feel free to check on these lines, okay? Georgia Tech, A&M, and Iowa State. That's what I got going on. All right. See you guys later. Hi there. Cheers. Thanks for coming in. Bye, Captain Bry. All right, guys. Thank you. Good luck to everybody today, unless you're against Lenny. Don't fade him. Parlay party!